Hi, fourth graders, it's Miss Bergman here. I want to apologize for the recording that didn't get posted today. For whatever reason, we had some technical difficulties. The video was recorded, it's just not allowing me to post it on our assignment, but I want you to have that video, or a video at least, so that you can work on that KWL chart. So for those of you who missed the live session, you are in luck. We're about to have a repeat of it. Those of you who were there, if you're watching the video, I want you to let me know if I missed something important from this morning, and then I can go ahead, I'll add it or just kind of make an extra note. So we're going to make a KWL chart, and this KWL chart we use to help get our brains thinking about a new book or a new text that we're getting ready to read. So it just activates our brain with our thinking, getting us to think about what we're about to read, and then it helps us to kind of collect our thoughts after we read it. So let's get started. What I want you to do on just a blank piece of paper or a lined piece of paper, using a pencil up at the top, I want you to write KWL, and we're going to use the book called Farmer Will Allen. If you want to write that up there, that way we know what book this KWL chart goes to. And below that, I want you to make a great big letter K, a great big letter W, and a great big letter L. We're going to turn that into 3 columns. Kind of separate that up top. Okay, so now we kind of have a heading. Let me see if I can close this one a little bit. Get rid of those dots. The sunshine is hitting right at a really bad spot, so okay. So the K column, the K stands for what I know. So right next to it, if you will put know, the word know, what do you know? Now this is a book that we haven't read before, so just based on the title and the illustrations, if there even is an illustration, what do you know about the book? The W stands for what you want to know. So again, based on the title, based on the cover, what are some questions that we can generate to help get our brains thinking about this new book or this new text that we are about to read? And then finally, the L column stands for what have we learned? What have we learned? Now, we can't complete the learned column until we've actually read the book. So we have to wait till we've finished reading that entire book to fill in the L column for learned. So we're going to take a look at Epic, the website, getepic.com. So I'm going to pop over to that screen real quick just to kind of walk you through how to log in, because we are all going to use this same book. So the way that you'll get there, if you could just go to your search screen, you're going to type in getepic.com. That's going to take you to a page that looks like this. All right, so what I want you to do is find that Login tab and click on that. And you will be accessing Epic as a student, so go ahead and click on Student. All right, and then over here on the student login, you're going to enter the class code. So I have my class code is QIZ2601. And if you'll notice, it's already populated on my screen because I've logged in with that code before. So it should automatically save to your screen on your computer as long as you're using the same computer. But after you've entered that code, or you click the button down here because you've done it before, click on Go. And then another screen is going to pop up, and you need to look for your name. And once you find your name, you can go ahead and click on the little picture. I am going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on Guest Student. Again, it'll open up to the Epic page, and you can, at some point in the future, go ahead and just kind of browse through here. But you want to make sure you're on your profile, because it's going to track how many books you read, how much time you spend. It'll give you little awards just like Education Galaxy. But what I want you to do is type in, or it might populate because I've assigned it to you, Farmer Will Allen and the growing table. Once you type in a couple of those words, it'll automatically populate, so you can go ahead and click on it. There we go. Technical troubles today. All right, Farmer Will Allen and the growing table. So this is the book we're going to use today for this assignment. So what I want to do is kind of split screen so we can see both at the same time. So if we start by looking at that no column, we haven't read this book before, so we don't know much about it right now. I know just from looking at it what's in the picture, and I know things about the title. So if I'm looking at Farmer Will Allen and the Growing Table, I know just based on that title that this guy is probably a farmer because they're calling him a farmer there in the title. So in my no column, I'm going to write, he is a farmer. Let me move my screen over so you can see me as I'm writing. He is a farmer. Okay. Let me keep looking at my picture there. Another thing that I know, it looks like there's a lot of vegetables in that picture. So I'm going to put, he farms vegetables. And we've already said this quite a bit, but just by looking at the man in the picture, I know that he is a he. So the story is about a man. All right, so now we're going to move on to the W column. So now, looking at this picture, reading the title, now I need to come up with some questions. What do I want to know about this book? So as I'm looking at that picture, Farmer Will Allen and the Growing Table. I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard of a growing table before. So one thing that I want to know, what is a growing table? That sounds kind of different. What is a growing table? And remember, we're asking a question, so we need a question mark. Let's see. Another question. Okay, so there's only one person in that picture, in that illustration, and there's a lot of vegetables. So another question that I have, did he grow all of that food by himself? Did he grow all of that food by himself? All right, I want to try to come up with one more. So as I'm looking, let's see. I wonder, why does he have that shovel? If you look at that picture really closely, he is kind of leaning up on a shovel. Why does he have that shovel? Some farmers use tractors, but I wonder why he has a shovel. So why does he have a shovel? All right. So here's kind of where we stop, because those are the two columns that we complete before we read. Now, my expectation for you guys when you are doing this, you can use my example today, but if you have some more things that you know, please go ahead and fill those in. If you have more things that you want to know, please fill those in. My expectation is for you to have at least 3 things under each column. So 3 things you know, 3 things you want to know, and 3 things you learned anytime we do a KWL chart. So now the rest, the learned part, I'm going to leave up to you. So we've done 2 examples. We've done the no column and the want column. The only way we can do the learned column is after we read the book. So once you click on this book, it will open up to another screen. And you can either flip through the book, just kind of like on a Kindle, just kind of move your cursor over to the right side of the screen and it'll turn the pages for you. You can read it on your own, or I chose this book specifically because it does have a read aloud feature. So if you click down here on the green play button, it'll start reading the book to you. Either way is fine for me as long as you're reading the book. So after you have gone through the entire book, I want you to come back to your KWL chart, and then I want you to write down 3 things that you learned from reading this book. And then when you're finished with that, you're finished with this assignment. Keep this paper handy because tomorrow we're going to work on some context clues on the back side. We'll just keep it all together so it's all in one place. Please feel free to dojo with questions or comment in the assignment box down there. You can also email me. I hope I hit all of the main points from this morning. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully I can get that worked out for our live video tomorrow. But please feel free to send me questions and I'll try to get back to you and get an answer to you as soon as I can. Have fun with this one, guys. This is a great way to get your brains thinking. We'll see you next time.